stage number 7 of the Tour de Argon, we are going to embark on a flat stage, the flattest stage of the entire tour, from Hajimau to Bordeaux. Anyway, EF Education Easy Post still leads the general classification and wears the yellow jersey, but competitors like Decathlon and Peterello have both closed the gap significantly to EF. So we anticipate a big fight for yellow in this stage. Anyway, the green jersey is still held by Lotto Intermarché. However, there will be maximum points awarded on the finish due to this being a flat stage. So they are going to have to put in a lot of work to maintain the green jersey. Competitors like SDX Astana and NSN Cycling and Sudal Quickstep, they are all close in the green jersey competition. And it is still very wide open. Up to 27 on offer, so technically anyone could still get it mathematically, though I doubt that would occur down further in the order. Anyway, Decathlon holds the polka dots. They have a 12-point lead over Peterello and net company Ineos, and that means they will have the lead secured for at least till stage number 9, as there is only one categorized climb. The not very difficult category for Côte de Beguet, 1 point awarded at the top of that. Otherwise, we could forget KOM just existed for a couple days. Anyway, we are ready to start stage number 9 as they go through the randomizer. And we are rolling through Hagemo. Vince Melissa bike out to the front early, but NSN has taken the lead. NSN seems committed to getting that green jersey. Same with Astana. Those were two of the competitors that were crucial factors in stage number 5, our first flat stage. And Decathlon has also put themselves far up in the order. Decathlon seeming like they could get the yellow jersey today. Yellow jersey is dead last. And it looks like that's a battle from Sudal Quickstep. And they have just stormed into the front. It looks like they had a bad line there. NSN might be trying to launch to the lead. Looks like they're not going to be able to at the moment. Sorry, my mouse is glitching at the moment. So sorry if the picture does move kind of choppy. We look further through the field. Okay, this mouse issue is like actually annoying. Okay, so Sudal still leads. Decathlon's in second. Movie Star, we haven't seen much of them over the last couple of days. Movie Star's in third, and they're taking a good line to try to get to second. And it's that Groupama FDJ is in fourth. I've hardly said their name this entire tour. They're looking for a good lunch. Oh, but they had a bad line. Same with Jaco. They're the Lanterne Rouge right now. It is chaos in regards to who is up near the front. Groupama and Jaco fall back. Decathlon also falling back. UAE might be going for a charge for yellow. Speaking of which, the yellow jersey of EF is still far back. There's not going to be a mountain stage for a little while, so there's not much for them to be saving their legs for. So, questionable decision by EF to be bottom feeding in this race. Anyway, Sudal has a great lead for right now. UAE trying to close the gap on Movie Star for second. Oh, and that's a bad line for Sudal. Bad line for most of the competitors. They really don't have much choice. Decathlon optimized that line the most, and they are going to cut off Movie Star and get into second, and they are on a charge for the lead. Looks like Jayco has made their way up into the order again. Same with NSN and Astana. As the peloton rolls through the flats of France. This is the western part of France, so they go there pretty often in the Tour de France, therefore they should go there often once the Tour de Argon gets through a few seasons. Anyway, Astana and NSN have started to work their way through the order as they make it closer to the intermediate sprint and inevitably the finish line. Soudal has done a good job of maintaining their energy to keep the gap over the other marbles for this race. There hasn't been much of a significant challenge from the competitors. If you look further back, Picnic, Movistar, UAE are all battling. EF, still bottom feeding, still dead last. I have a feeling that unless something crazy happens, we will get a new person, or marble I should say, in yellow at the end of this stage, because EF has just been struggling this whole time. You wonder if they have an illness? Sometimes you wonder if they're even going to make the time cut for this stage. It's flat, so it's only a 10% time cut. It's the shortest time cut that is available. Intermediate sprint can't be too far away at this point. We have just over 90 kilometers to go. Sorry, 70 kilometers to go. You have 15 kilometers until the intermediate sprint. 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1 point will be awarded for the sprint. Soudal has maintained their gap this entire time. Picnic might be trying to steal some points from Astana there in the back. NSN might be drafting on Decathlon to try to steal a couple points as well. Astana, not a great line there. So Soudal, I have a feeling unless things go horribly wrong, they are going to win the intermediate sprint through La Dira. NSN will get 5, Decathlon will get 3, Picnic will get 2, Astana will get 1. Anyway, Picnic's trying for third. Picnic is into third, and NSN's into the lead. NSN has passed Soudal Quickstep to take first in this race. They must have caught him sleeping. They must have given them the intermediate sprint just so they could have energy to go on a charge for the remainder of this stage. 40 kilometers to go. We have reached now the Côte de Béguet as Picnic Post-Danel's gotten to second and now they're trying for the lead. Picnic Post-Danel and NSN has a bad line. Picnic Post-Danel has the lead of stage number 7. They get the king of the mountain point. As NSN now falls down the order. Decathlon's up into third. So now let's have a look at the final run-in. You can see Kicker with about 22k to go. Few more kickers around the kilometer markers. Decently flat run-in. There shouldn't be too much of a difficulty for the marbles. Astana, I think they might have played the same strategy as Picnic, who has lost their lead to Decathlon while we were looking at the finale. 20 kilometers to go now, and Decathlon is stretching out a huge lead on the rest of the pack. Astana, it looks like, undercuts Picnic, who took a bad line there. Astana is going for a 15-kilometer chase through Bordeaux. Picnic, they peel off. I think that their hopes of a stage win are now over. 10 kilometers to go. Decathlon has a significant lead. Astana trying to do everything they can to inch out every last meter from Decathlon. But Decathlon, they have the lead, and I don't think it's going to be relinquished. And with this lead, Decathlon is going to be donning the yellow jersey for the next stage. EF is nowhere in sight. Decathlon CMA CGM will take stage number 7 of the Tour de Argon. Astana takes second. Sunal third, Picnic fourth, NSN fifth, Bahrain sixth, Uno X seventh. And now we have to think about the time cut. This is probably the first time it's relevant. 530.2 seconds is the time cut. EF thankfully made it through the order. They will be safe from a time cut standpoint, but this is not what they wanted for the GC battle. They are going to be mired down in the order. Everyone makes it through the time cut cleanly. So for time since stage number 2, we have a competitor that has swept the classifications of jerseys, and that is Decathlon. Decathlon has taken the yellow, but they have not just taken it, they have obliterated the competition so far. 33 seconds on the rest of the field. EF has gotten down all the way to 5th in the standings. Peterello has got up to 2nd in the standings. Bahrain victorious, up to 3rd. They could be proving to be a GC threat. UAE stays in 4th. For the green jerseys, as mentioned, Decathlon has that competition, but it is much closer. Sunal and Astana both only 6 points back from them. NSN and our current green jersey holder, Lotto Intermarché, are all still relatively close in the standings. We have another flat stage that awards maximum points next time, so Decathlon is going to have their work cut out for them to maintain those polka dots. Finally, as mentioned, no real action in the King of the Mountains. Decathlon handily keeping that classification over Peterello and Ineos. Because Decathlon has all 3 jerseys, it will be Astana wearing green on their behalf and Peterello wearing polka dots on their behalf. So, we thank you for watching this presentation of the Tour de Argon. We will be back for stage number 8.